Ow! Oh. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Ah! You saw me! No. Please don't call the police. I'm not here to steal anything, or hurt you, or anything like that. Just give me a moment to explain, and if after that you still want me to leave, then I will, no questions asked. Is that okay? Okay. May I come out from under the bed? It's really nice to get out from under there. I'm small, but even so, it's a bit crammed under your bed, you know? Oh, also there's a spider down there. That's what startled me. Why are you staring at me like that? Oh, yeah, that, yes. I am what you would call a monster girl. But as I said, I'm not here to hurt you or anything. Whilst there are certainly some types of monster girls who are a threat or just kind of terrifying, I'm not one of them. Or at least I hope I'm not one of them. You're familiar with incubi and succubi, right? Well, my name is Avaria, and I'm what you'd call a synecubus. We're similar to incubi and succubi, but we don't feed on lust like they do. We aren't predators like incubi often are, and we really aren't demons. At least not in the traditional sense, but the similarities are enough that we were named in the same way. And even though it's a bit misleading, the name stuck. Well, a better name for us might be Cuddle Monster, though that obviously also has some connotations. We're not native to this plane, of course, but it's not particularly difficult for us to travel between our planes. We do this partially because it's fun to travel and see new places and people, but also, well, to cuddle. That's what we do. To be fair, we do also feed off of others' energy like other cubi, but we feed off of relaxation and contentment. I know that seems a bit strange, like that's such a low energy state. How could you possibly get any energy out of that? I won't go into all the technical details of how. There's enough information to fill an entire semester-long class, but it does work. It's how we survive. The other cubi are often confused on how it works too, but whilst there are proper academic courses on the matter, it's really just intuition for us. It's a bit like asking you how you breathe or how you know that my nightgown is purple. You just know, you know? But you do have scientists and others who have figured those things out, and you could explain how they work, but on the other hand, you just do the things. It's what our bodies are designed to do. Anyway, as I was saying, we syncubi often travel between different planes to cuddle with people. We have a sense that can help guide us toward lonely people who might appreciate our services. Cuddles. And we cuddle with you all nice and soft and cozy and help you fall asleep, that sort of thing. And in exchange, we feed off that comfort and relaxation, which drains just a bit of energy for you, helping you sleep even more. It's a win-win. Yeah, or I think so anyway. Some of these people are insomniacs or just like having someone to sleep with at night that isn't a plushie. Nothing against plushies, of course, they're fantastic, but syncubi are bigger, unless you have a really big plushie, and warmer, unless you have one of those plushies you can put in the microwave, and even then we're still warmer. But you get the idea. And we can talk and cuddle back. And yeah, you think so? Oh, that. Well, in all honesty, I'm actually pretty inexperienced as a traveling synecubus. This is only my second time traveling through this plane looking for potential targets, so I haven't interacted with very many humans before. You're really easy to talk to, which has been really nice, actually, particularly given the situation. To be honest, I was a bit nervous around you at first and still a little bit am, even now. But not really. But that's why I was hiding. Not that I didn't trust you or anything. I was just worried that you were going to be scared of me and then do, well, you know, scream, call the police, attack me, that sort of thing. I don't know if they're common per se, but they're not unheard of by any means. But this isn't the first place I went tonight. At first, I went somewhere else not that far from here. I thought it was a good place, but I had to get out of there really quickly and just did a quick planar warp without any real planning, and I ended up here. I know synecubus aren't exactly common in your world, and I know we have our tails and our face markings and antenna, but we're not scary looking, are we? I see. I guess that makes sense. Particularly since I was an unexpected guest, as it were. But I'm glad you aren't afraid of me. You flatter me. Cute? You really think so? Well, thank you. Sort of funny, isn't it? I thought my senses were good enough to find a suitable target person, but the place I went intentionally was a failure. But I came here by accident. I'll need more training and practice on that front, I guess. That's a good point, too. I'll have to think about how to work around that in the future. Do you think it would be good to go back to that other house and apologize? That makes sense. Anyway, it's late. I already feel bad for waking you up and then making you listen to me. I'll just go back home and let you sleep. That was the idea, but at this point, I think it's better just to go home, Make an excuse to the other synecubus. It's fine. You want me to? Oh yeah, that makes sense. I did wake you up after all. The least I could do was help you get back to sleep. Alright, come here and snuggle with me, okay? And we'll get you all warm and cozy and sleepy, alright? Now remember, we're just here for some nice, simple cuddles. No tricks or funny business, alright? I'm a synecubus, not one of the other cubi. Okay, good. With that out of the way, is it okay if I feed on some of your energy whilst we cuddle? I know we talked about this a little bit, but it's important to me to confirm that you're actually okay with it. And if not, then I simply won't. Simple as that. Don't worry. I'll be careful not to drain too much. We want you well rested when you wake up, after all, not exhausted from having given too much of your energy to me. It's certainly not common, but it can happen. But it's also nearly impossible for a synecubus to draw enough energy to actually cause any real harm beyond just being really, really tired. And even that would generally have to be deliberate. Now, is it okay if I wrap my arms around you and nuzzle into you? Yay. Oh, you're nice and soft. You can go ahead and put your arms around me too. I know different people have different preferences for cuddling, but personally, I like when we're facing each other like this. We can put our arms around each other, hold each other nice and close. If you're gentle, you can even squeeze a bit, and I'll be your plushie for the night. Synecubus are a little smaller than humans, but we fit against you really well, I think. As I said earlier, we're bigger than most plushies, warm-blooded, we can cuddle back, and we can even use our soft antenna to stroke the top of your head like that, wrap your tail around your leg. But we like being cuddled too, of course. We're cuddle monsters, after all. Yeah, like that. Would you like me to lightly stroke the top of your head with my antenna? They're mostly used to help us locate targets and other things like that, but they're also really soft. Okay, I know some humans don't like that too much, and we want to keep our antenna off them, but I'm happy to do this if you like it. Good. Are you all nice and cozy? Starting to get sleepy? Yeah, then... Sure, ask away. The summoning process for synecubus is definitely different than for one of the other cubi, since we are demons, and in practice it's a bit more complicated, but that's not to say that we can't be summoned at all. Why do you ask? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes sleepy Avaria is slow on the uptake, see? But yeah, there are two basic ways to make it happen. I can mark you, which will make it easy for me to come visit you again of my own accord. And yeah, I can show you how summoning works so that you'd be able to call me as well. And if I mark you, it'll be easier for you too. I can do both of those, but can it wait till the morning? I promise I'll do both before I leave. I really appreciate that you'd even want me to come back after I just appeared in your room and hid under your bed like this. But shh, it's time we get some sleep, okay? Good night. Sleep well.